Apparently, massive fraud was found in California. You don't say.
After recent warnings about rampant fraud in California, federal agents moving in today, busting a man accused of stealing tens of millions of dollars meant for the homeless and spending that cash on a lavish lifestyle.
I doubt it was actually one man.
Correspondent Matt Finn is live in Los Angeles for you. And, folks were warned about this, and lo and behold, here it is.
For years upon years upon years, nothing was done. Still yet to see anything done.
Yeah, this is it behind me, John. The feds say this man was contracted with the city and county of Los Angeles to house and feed up to 600 homeless people, but instead he was misusing tens of millions of dollars to live a luxurious life. Exclusive Fox.
This is one guy feeding 600 homeless people, receiving that much money. How many people are like this? How many guys like this are out there? Because obviously nothing is being done anywhere. So this isn't the only instance. If this was just happening with 600 homeless people.
Fox video shows the feds' early morning bust here at the LA mansion. 42-year-old Alexander Suker was arrested. Suker's $125,000 Land Rover was also seized by law enforcement. The feds say Suker defrauded the city and county of LA out of $23 million in taxpayer dollars for not only his mansion and car, but a second home in Greece, luxury vacations, designer clothes, and private schools.
He was really living the American dream off of taxpayer dollars and fraud. These freaks like to fucking do that, don't they?
Living the high life while the people suffering, homeless on the streets with no shelter, no food. They're living out in the streets. People are literally dying. And this guy is out
This is one of the most evil fucking people of all time, dude.
Vacationing, buying homes, buying Range Rovers, and going shopping.
Like, the media always showing what all these shooters look like. Not going to show what this guy looks like.
Prosecutors say Suker was supposed to provide 3 nutritional meals a day to the homeless, but during one inspection, Suker only had canned beans and ramen noodles on hand.
That's
The
nutritious.
feds say Suker lied about various aspects of abundant blessings, including fake vendors, facilities, and the homeless actually getting meals. The U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. says they are actively investigating at least 12 other similar fraud cases here in California. First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says there's a tremendous amount of fraud in this state, and that today's bust of one man who misused,
I think, probably around 18 trillion.
$23 million alone may show how little oversight there is.
California was pushing this money out quickly. A lot of money went out the door.
Yeah, we knew that.
Frankly, very little vetting, very little checks and balances, and he's one of the individuals that got it.
We've been saying this, and everybody's been saying no. No, it's not happening. We've been saying it since COVID. We saw it. We were smelling shit during COVID, and everybody called us racist and anti-vaxxers and all of that. Like, we were right to not trust any of these people.
The suspect is scheduled to make his first appearance later today. He faces up to 20 years if convicted on a federal case. The local district attorney is also planning on prosecuting. John.
Good. I hope he gets put away for fucking life. I doubt it. I doubt anything's actually going to happen because nothing ever does. Hope he gets life because that's what he fucking deserves. It's just funny to me that the party that is for the children and for helping the needy really likes to take advantage and take all of the things that the needy need straight from their mouths.
And a Fox News alert also in Minnesota. The convicted ringleader of one of the state's biggest fraud schemes is speaking to Fox News from behind bars. Now, she believes that the scam was no surprise to local Democratic leaders, and she's naming names. She spoke to
it's no surprise to literally anybody.
Alexis McAdams. Hi, Alexis.
Hey, Dana. Yeah, so everywhere you look in the state of Minnesota, right, there seems to be another fraud scam. So this one involves Amy Bach. She's a Minnesota woman convicted of fraud for taking taxpayer money that was meant to feed hungry kids. But listen to this. Bach tells me the real issue here is the state of Minnesota.
And I mean, what do you do whenever these people think that the government is illegitimate? Of course, they're going to fucking defraud the government. And they're going to find any justification they can to do it.
Which she says kept giving scammers your taxpayer money even after they were flagged as fraudsters.
I have to believe that the governor's office and Keith Ellison's office were aware of this. They've said they were involved in helping the FBI. They've said they were made aware, but apparently I'm scary, so they couldn't do anything.
So Bach ran this nonprofit called Feeding Our Future. You might have heard of it. It was one of dozens convicted in this $250 million scam. You can see her mugshot there. Prosecutors say this group set up sham restaurants. They pretended they were making these meals. They got paid by the state for those meals, but they just pocketed the cash. Bach, who's looking at 30 years behind bars, tells me the state signed off on those businesses,
30 years.
not her.
You think any politicians that are behind any of this fraud is going to be seeing 30 years?
It all went through a process. They were all approved. They were all paid by the state, yet all the fingers are being pointed at me.
And it's not just Bach.
That's what I'm saying, man. They always do this. There was another instance where in California, they arrested a guy for homeless fraud. They defrauding 600 homeless people, was getting tens of millions of dollars, was living a lavish lifestyle.
Committee, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison there ignored warnings for years as millions of dollars and millions were stolen on their watch. Congress is investigating a long list of massive fraud schemes in the state. It's hard to keep up. Prosecutors said
if you look into this, you're racist.
It's led to at least $9 billion in fraud, Dana, and counting. Congress also asking why the Attorney General there would meet with a group of Somali fraudsters, which were under FBI investigation in 2021. The group can be heard in an audio clip given to us by Bach's lawyer offering to donate to his campaign if he can help them get their funding flowing again. Ellison denies any wrongdoing here. He slammed Bach in a statement to Fox, calling her a liar and manipulator, adding now she's on a...
Yeah, they were just letting these people get funding in order to get votes. That's insane.
...media tour to deflect her guilt onto others.
Like, we knew that they were doing that, but to actually see it being uncovered and people talking about it in the news is fucking wild.
Instead of finally taking responsibility for this fraud scheme that she ran. So we reached out to Governor Walz too, Dana. He didn't get back to us. House Republicans say it's just getting started. They want to subpoena Walz.
Fox News is racist.
And Ellison because they say they're responsible for ripping off American taxpayers.